So I was perusing YouTube and came across somebody's channel, and it gave me an idea. Now, I'm not usually one for how-to videos or tutorials. I'm usually the one watching. But I figured I could give my own take on how I approach Star Citizen. Now, I'm not saying this is like the best approach or would be something that works for everyone, but this is something that I do and I've had fun doing. So I'm gonna go with a goal here. Give me a second. So when you start off, you're gonna get thrown into character creation. If you've never played Star Citizen, it's gonna ask you if you want to do the tutorial. It doesn't take long to do this tutorial. I do recommend it. It's not something they used to offer, but it can answer a lot of questions that you're gonna have later on. I know you're gonna be in a hurry to get out there and get in your ship, fly around, explore, make money, shoot some people, whatever you want to do, but just take the time up front, play the tutorial. It doesn't, like I said, does not take that long. It's pretty straightforward. Just pay attention to the prompts, and if you look down here in the right side of your screen, a lot of times it'll tell you if you're like trying to figure out what you need to do, what you're doing wrong. It'll tell you right here to push this button. So now, for me, pressing X does nothing. But if I hold F, get up, right? You can also use W. You just walk. So F is always going to be your interaction. How you're going to interact with everything. Also, if you hold F and right click, it'll open up a menu. You can do emotes, sit on the floor, for instance. I don't know how that's useful, but it's there. You can cycle through this, but it's easier to just hit I for inventory. I for inventory is easy. Also, you want to understand that you have different inventories. You have your personal inventory. This is what's on you. I got a backpack, right? So here's in my backpack, and then in my chest piece, I got items in my chest piece, and in my legs, I got items in my legs. This is your local inventory, and how I've explained this in the past is when you go to a water park or a theme park, and you rent a locker. You go put your stuff in that locker. Now, if you leave the theme park and you don't take your items out of the locker, they stay there. But good news is you come back to the theme park, your shit's still there. You don't lose it unless they do a soft wipe, which here lately it seems like they've been taking all of this stuff and putting it in your home station. So that's actually a plus. Well, I'm currently not at a home station. I'm gonna go ahead and fly there and kind of walk around and talk about it. Now, there's 4 home planets that you can pick from. Let's see. This is Crusader. That's what I prefer. A lot of people prefer it. There's no locations to visit on this planet. It's just a gas giant. Let me zoom back out. You got ArcCorp. It's kind of like your Neo Tokyo futuristic city, like kind of like Coruscant from Star Wars. It's completely covered in buildings. Hurston's hiding right here. It's a kind of very doomy and gloomy planet. I do like it though because there's a lot of surface locations. It's a breathable atmosphere. I've seen a lot of people do 0 to Heroes videos where they just wake up here and they like sell nurse gowns and bottles of water and just scraps they find until they afford enough to get a rental. They'll go out and mine rocks on the surface of Hurston. There's caves you can mine, and just play that gameplay, you know, what they like. And then there's Microtech, which probably is arguably the prettiest planet in the system. A lot of people like to hang out here, but I'll try to visit these all in a very short span. So you want to find the elevator, which is right there, elevators. And it's something that I play with my son a lot, and I tell him all the time, look for signs. This is an immersive game. They're going to tell you where to go, right? So look for the signs. If you're headed to a business district, look for something that says business or plaza or something like that. Look at the maps. They have maps posted. and tell you where to go. All right. So these space stations are another point of interest, and you have them just about everywhere. All these little dots have some kind of like space station around them. All the main planets have bigger space stations around them. Some of them you can buy cargo from. You don't have to land on moons. We'll go to that right now. Cargo center. And if you guys are looking for a more in-depth video, people have been making these videos as long as Star Citizen's been out. So it's not hard to find what you're looking for. I'm gonna turn off chat so I got a little bit more view screen. That's F12. Alright, so this is the cargo center. You can buy rentals here. And I'm gonna tell you, the Cutlass Black right here, it's a very good deal for a rental. Especially, it's very good. This is what everybody should have, a Cutlass Black. If you're looking at a starter ship, get a Cutlass Black. If you can't afford a Cutlass Black, just take whatever cheap ship you can get, and then come here and rent this. You can do a few box missions and get enough money to get a Cutlass Black. This will open up the solar system to you. A lot of gameplay loops you can do. This is it.
I'm afraid I'm not cleared to coordinate vehicle deliveries.
I would
There's a
pick,
terminal for that.
this might have a little bit more cargo space, but I think I would pick this Cutlass Black over the Freelancer. So, and you can rent these at just about every...
If you're looking for vehicles, you should go to the vehicle terminal there.
Every space station, you can rent these. Cheap, reliable, fast. One of the means of getting across the solar system, that's one of the faster ships.
Cleared to coordinate vehicle deliveries.
Come over here, you can buy gear. And obviously, this is not for doing bunkers. You can do bunkers in this stuff, but this will have your basic stuff. Get your multi-tools and stuff from here. Stuff like that. It's containers you can put on your ship and store gear in there. But if you want to buy cargo on Seraphim or any of the other major space stations that are in orbit above the planets, you got to go to the Galleria, and there's going to be an admin office. Now, from what I can tell, each station is unique. Like, I don't know what's here. Cargo is a good way to make money, but there's definitely different commodities that make way more money. Some you don't even waste your time on. But if you just like the experience of filling your cargo up, filling your and just getting in your ship and taking off across the solar system, I'm not gonna sell you short on it. Just do it if that's what makes you happy. But yeah, you'll buy here. You'll pick your ship. What do you want it to go in? Which I only got 2 ships loaded right now, so I'm not really hauling much cargo in this. But yeah, you'll fill your ship up, which we'll do that later with a real cargo ship. There's a clothing shop. I don't think I've ever actually seen anybody buy clothes out of there. I'd maybe done it once whenever we were being silly and flying around on 890 jump. There's weapons, so a lot of these stations are going to either have a Platinum Bay or one of these shops where you can either buy guns or components for your ship. Either or. But honestly, I'm going to tell you, Cousin Crow's is the one-stop shop on Orison. So if you're looking for components for your ship, most likely going to be at Cousin Crow's on Orison. This one,
hi. Let me know if there's anything I can help you with.
You buy guns. Now, when you're buying guns, it's important you want
If you're not
to
saying
know where
something, you might want to check out our Spectrum selection.
your inventory is going. So if I say Seraphim Station, it'll put it in my local inventory. If I do my backpack, put it in my backpack, so on and so forth, right? So it's important that it's not going to read your mind where you want your inventory, where you want your purchases to go. So you definitely got to click that. Armor's down there, it's pretty self-explanatory, same situation as the weapons. It's kind of just a way to immerse the game. Alright, so there's 3 big items here for the med shop, the med bay. So this, if you're hurt and you need, like you got like a tier 3 wound and you can't fix it with a med pen or a med gun, you gotta come here, or if somebody has like an 890 jump or a Cutlass red, they can fix you up. Here's the pharmacy. This is where you buy your med pens, your med guns, all your drugs that you need. Again, pick what inventory you want it to go into. Pretty self-explanatory. This is the insurance. So this is basically picking your spawn point. Where do I want to spawn? So I have it set for here. Well, actually, it's set for no reset location. Furnish. Nope. Okay. Reading this, current location is right here. This spot. This is telling me I reset it to my primary residence. That will put me back on order. Alright, so room 6. So these boxes are just med gowns people throw whenever they spawn in. A lot of people don't realize that this oops, put that up. This actually has a storage where you can put your med gowns in when you go to leave. So if you're looking to sell med gowns or whatever, check in there, because there might be some people do that. Lay down here. This will also regen your food and your water, and it will fix any injuries. Just click medical care. You can also decide if you want to change your spawn point, just like the insurance place. You can do that here as well. So a lot of people, they put themselves in a box. They're like, I'm gonna be a miner, I'm gonna make money, I'm gonna run bunkers. I would say be open to all gameplay loops. You know, don't put yourself in this box, because what you'll find is you keep doing the same day in day out grind. You burn yourself out, and you kind of lose the want to play this game. Which this is kind of interesting. All those are actually real ships. People own those ships, and I don't know why everybody's just abandoned these ships. But sometimes people will leave the doors open, and you can climb in there and take off. And honestly, my opinion on that is it's not really stealing if it's abandoned, you know? Sometimes people really don't care, you know? They go and they spawn their new ship in, and they leave this kind of scraps. If it's that far out, I don't think anybody's coming back for it, so I think you'd be in the clear. I don't think anybody's going to chastise you for hopping in a ship with a door open.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle.
So if we're just doing this, let's start with my starter ship, the one that I began the game with.
Your vehicle has been delivered to. Please visit us again.
Hopefully I don't get stuck in the pilot seat like I did last time. Alright, so hangar 1. If you forget what hangar it's in, usually you just look for it. Tell you hangar 1. Assuming you don't play the tutorial. Like I said, when I started the game, they didn't have a tutorial. So when you gain access to your ship, you don't want to leave the door open. You don't want to leave the door open, run and jump in the seat. You want to close the door behind you. A lot of people have that bad thing, because people will just run up in your ship, hide, wait until they get out of armistice and tap you in the back of the head. Now, another way to check, make sure there's nobody on the ship. So we have channels. We have global chat, and you have party chat. But if you go here, this is your vehicle channel. This will tell you that you can talk to people inside of your vehicle. And if you come over here, there's only one active member. So there's nobody else in the ship, just me, in the clear. Now, if you like the immersion, this game really plays to that. So if you hold F, like your interaction, you can go through all these switches and turn on all this stuff individually. Right? The full immersion. Or, if you look here in the right side of the screen, which says power toggle, push you. And then to turn on the engines, hit I. Right? Now, it took me a long time to figure that out when I first got in this game. I was looking everywhere for buttons and this and that. I had to do YouTube videos. Just couldn't figure it. It took me like 20 minutes. It's pretty embarrassing. That's why I say do the tutorial, especially if you're new. Now, once I figured out how to turn the ship on, I couldn't figure out how to get the hangar doors open. So that took me another 20 minutes. So this game, like I said, it plays to the immersion. So you have to call air traffic control or ground control or whatever. So do I have comms? Yeah, comms right here. Serapin Station. So you use this little Wi-Fi symbol, you can click it and it'll give you clearance to take off or land. But I also set mine to a keybind, which is semicolon. So I just tap that twice.
You are clear to launch.
And usually when I go to take off, I put myself in third person, which is F4. Now be careful whenever you're pressing F4. You don't want to press Alt as you're pressing F4. Because if you play any PC games, you know this is going to kick you out straight to your desktop menu. Alright, spacebar is to ascend. Control is to descend. Alright. I'm up and away. I'm going to press N for your landing gear. Retract that. Now, moving is the same as any other game. W forward, S backwards, A to the left, D to the right. Now your rolls are going to be Q and E. Alright. If you check on the left side, let me turn the drive off. If you look on the left side, there's a little box that I'm moving up and down with my scroll wheel. That's your limiter, your velocity limiter. Now, when you're coming into land or flying past the space station or a point of interest, I recommend you throttle that back, because if you're running full speed, you're going to find out that it's kind of tough to stop. So when you're wide open, go wide open. But when you're coming in, getting a little closer, just throttle that back. Yeah, forget. I'm not close enough to see it. So to turn on your quantum drive and turn it off is B. You don't want to get in your ship and think you can just travel at impulse everywhere. It's going to take forever. You're going to jump to these little points. So you hold B once your spooling's complete and your calibration's ready. Again, this is all in the tutorial. We'll give you all this information. And there's more how-to videos out there on YouTube that go way in depth. Did it not take me all the way? Alright. So, another way to do this, bring up your map. I want to go to only point of interest available to me. Now, another difficult thing is finding where to land. As you're going to see here in a second, it can get overwhelming. You come in to a city and there's buildings everywhere. And you're just like, what building am I supposed to go to? Again, you're going to look for signs. At this high up, they're a little bit harder to spot. But as you get closer, you'll see them. They'll say something spaceport. A lot of times they'll be like flashing lights. So where we want to go, I'm pretty sure, is this set of buildings right here. And as we get close enough, a voice will come over the comms asking you to contact air traffic control. Another thing I always recommend is if you're coming in to land somewhere, don't fly straight at it. You can tell I'm kind of making it to where I'm going to fly between those pylons. The reason being is you might overjudge your speed and you can't stop, and you fly right into a space station or a building. Another is that you crash. If your game crashes, even though you left the server, your body and your ship can still maintain that forward momentum, and you'll wake up in a hospital somewhere. So, alright, pretty close. Let's call it ATC.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay. That request has already been granted.
We're looking for an arrow, which I don't see one. Get a little closer and I'll hit it again.
request has already been granted. That request has already been granted.
Now, see, it took a second to pick me up, but it seems like it's that one right there. Ooh. What's going on here? Alright, see, I'm not even holding W, but my ship's taking off on me. So, I'm going to throttle that back. Sometimes the server ping, you know, the lag or whatever,
You are clear to
cause
launch.
problems for you. I've had this happen a few times here at Orson, so I've learned to trust my throttle limiter. I don't know why the ships want to take off on me, but we'll pull that throttle back. Hey, look at that. Kind of ship leaving, that's kind of cool. Look at him go straight up. Skirt.
Thank you. And
He's got
please
to
visit
go
again.
right back in the hangar. Alright, man. And that is a Drake Vulture. That's going to be your salvager. That's your straight hauls of ships and turn that into cash. It's actually a decent way to make money. Pressing in for your landing gear. And something I recommend when you're landing is to auto land, which is all you gotta do is hold in down, and it'll put you exactly where you're supposed to be. Before you get out of your ship, cut engines, which is I, because if you don't, try to walk off the back of the airplane or the ship, and you'll find out it's actually floating 10-12 feet above the ground, and you can't get back in it. So always cut off engines. Close your shit up before you leave. Somebody's gonna come in and hijack that shit. Okay, these terminals right here, these are to pay fines. So if you get a trespassing charge or whatever, you'll come here to pay your fine. Some fines, sometimes crimes you can't pay a fine on, and you wind up having to go to jail. It's not a huge deal, it really isn't. Just go there, sit in timeout for a little bit, come back tomorrow, basically. Alright.
Welcome
So,
to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
you've landed, you want to store your ship. If you don't, they'll impound it.
Please visit us again.
Now, something I needed to do while I was here, so I'll go ahead and do this. So I'm thinking about it. Is to add stuff to your ship. So this vehicle loadout manager. You click that, and you're going to select your ship. Now I bought several engines, and I don't know if I loaded this one out yet. All right, so I select that ship that I was just in, right? And my quantum drive, which is this size 1, grade 2. Well, I have a couple better engines that I want to slap on there. So I put this size 1, grade 1 on there. And I don't know if I want to upgrade the shield. Oh, I got 4 of them. Go ahead and do that. Power plants. Might do that on something else. I got other ships that grade 2. I just kind of bought a batch of them. So now my ship has a better shield generator and a better quantum drive. So I should be able to get around a little faster, a little bit more protection. So most planets have I think all planets have a place where you can rent ships, just like the stations, but this is going to be a little bit more in depth. You got a few more options. I'll tell you the good buys here. So if you're just going to do box missions, not a bad ship. This, good combat light fighter. Wouldn't waste your time. Wouldn't waste your time. If you got the money, take it for a spin. Pretty cool to fly, actually. I don't know if it'd be 423, like I said. The Cutlass is almost the same price and you get way more for it, and the Cutlass is probably faster. Really not a fan of these, but people say that they handle really well, but there's not a lot you can do in it. This, for 70 grand, rent this with a few friends, comes with the upper lower tournament, 96 cargo SCU, really good shields, really good power. A lot of missiles. It's a missile boat right here. This is good. This is a good rent. Good. You have a lot of fun with that. Why not? So you can't really see it, but it's just all-terrain vehicle. Pictures not good on it. This is fun as well. It's pretty cheap. So I'm going to talk about. There's 4 different shuttle stations here. This is going to be the main one that you want to get on. We'll talk about the rest in time, but I'm going to go ahead and jump on this one.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
Alright, let me talk about something. Earlier I showed you how you can sit. Do not sit. Do not sit here. Sit on this, but do not sit on the floor of the shuttle. You will fall, and since this is a gas planet, you will fall forever. And you will have to exit to main menu. It's just not worth it. Unless you want to see that it happens. So this is the main shuttle you're going to take. Let's say you did a cargo run, you landed your ship, you got out, you stored your ship, and you're coming to sell. This is the shuttle you're going to take. And I will take you exactly where you need to sell your goods. And don't forget to take in the scenery. This game can be very beautiful. Very cinematic. That shuttle, you see that shuttle just go over.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
This is my stop. Okay. Alright. So you'll exit the ship, the shuttle.
Last call for passengers.
Set of
The
stairs.
shuttle is preparing to depart.
Cross this bridge. And you're looking for a building called the TDD. Trade Development Division. Right there. Trade Development Division. Come in here. There's only 4 terminals in this one. It's not going to be an issue. Usually people are pretty quick about the business. You're not going to stand in line. So, I guess since I don't have any cargo, it's not going to let me do this. So you're going to select your ship, and then you're on this side you're going to sell, and it'll show you how much you're selling it for. Now, as far as I can tell, this is a live board of what the prices are going up and down. But a lot of information that you're going to get for this game is going to be external. You're going to have to Google it or use YouTube to find the best trade routes, space, commodities. And currently it's recycled material composite, right? Recycled composite material, RMC or RCM, I forget what order it is, but it's by far the best right now. A little dangerous, pretty expensive, but you spend about 7.6 million and you get a return of just shy of 2 million, so you'll get 9 million back, 9.7 or 8 million back or something like that. I'm not sure the numbers, but it's worth it. It's before we leave, just to the left of the TDD is a little shop over here. It's like a little 7-Eleven. You can buy clothes, food, water, guns, and ammo. It's real limited supply, but it's here. It's convenient. It's not a bad looking spot either. It's just weird. This is like a little quickie mart. They got guns in the corner. It must be Americans. Everybody's busy. Busy, busy, busy. Alright, that is the hospital. So if you have your spawn point set to this planet, you will spawn up there in one of those buildings. It's just like the med bay on the space station. They have pharmacy, they have rooms you can go to, they have, you can select your spawn point there. Same shit, just in a building, a lot bigger.
Welcome to
Patient
Medicine.
check-in,
How may I help you?
pharmacy, and then insurance right there. Same
You
shit.
should consult the terminal.
Now, when you're just starting out in the game, and you select your spawn point, so you select Orison, you're going to spawn in that building. That's the living quarters. Each planet has a similar setup. You'll spawn an apartment. You'll have to walk out, get in the elevator, come down the lobby, and leave the building. Pretty self-explanatory. There's nothing else you can do in there except for sightsee. Just walk around. It'd be cool if there was like a lobby where you could buy drinks or something like that. Hopefully that'll be an add-on later date, just for the convenience factor. This is the Crusader showroom. This is the only place on the planet where you can buy, not rent, buy ships. And they only sell Crusader ships, which the C2 is pretty much a must-have if you're going to want to make money. There's some other ships there, but C2, remember that name.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
So you come out of your apartment, right? You're wanting to leave.
Enjoying
Leave
last
the
call for
planet.
passengers. The shuttle is preparing
Hop
to
on the
depart.
shuttle right here. This will take you straight to the spaceport. It'll make a short stop
Please clear the
at
hatch.
the
Shuttle will be departing.
other platform, which has the Cousin Crows, which we'll stop in there real quick. Take a look. Cousin Crows, one-stop shop. And I know, thinking, man, this guy's all over the place. This is just my version of a tutorial. I'm just hitting all the high notes as I come to them. If you want to, from a beginning to an end, they've been making those videos since the beginning of Star Citizen. You can find those anywhere. This is just my spin on a tutorial. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you find it informative. But there is a lot of channels that do great in-depth information. They really take the time out and they research like prices and everything. So there's that resource out there. And another thing is the wealth of information that you're going to find in this game is actually the people you play with.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark. The next shuttle is approaching. Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Alright, so if you're wanting to come to Cousin Crows, you get off there with the shuttle right there. And the fastest way I've found it is just cut through this way. And nope, not this one. Nope. Cousin Crows, one-stop shop. It doesn't have everything, but it has mostly everything. I didn't used to have this, and it was a great addition. It just looks cool too. Looks really cool. But you can buy just about everything for your ship here: guns, shields,
You can always use your Moby if you want some more
drives,
details on what we have in stock.
weapons, paint. Again, you want to pick where you're sending it to. You're not going to fit a spaceship drive in your backpack though, so just know that. Alright, so we leave the same way we came in. We follow this around. There's just another shop up here. This is kind of mainly for the minor cargo hauler kind of thing. I have like multi-tools and stuff like that. Salvage tools, etc.
Join me in wishing a hearty congrats to all of this month's star level work.
There we go.
Temporary work stop in line 04.
Some you might have to deliver packages or pick up packages. It'll be here. Admin shop here. You can buy scrap and waste, which I don't recommend at all. Let's say I wanted to buy some scrap. I would do this and click buy, which I'm not filling that up with scrap. I just have to dump it out. It's not worth the time.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Alright. Oh! This is stored in Lorville, so we'll leave that there. I guess we'll just use the star runner then, which is fine, I guess. It's kind of slow, actually. That's the only thing I have here, so...
Vehicles, your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
I guess.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Hangar 9. So I really like the ship. Really cool ship. It is slow. I like the ship, but it's not really good at any one thing. I think when data mining becomes a thing, it might be a better ship, but this kind of reminds me of like Millennium Falcon kind of mixed with what was that show with the Starbuck, fucking Battlestar Galactica. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit.
You are clear to launch.
Just like it, but it's not really a great ship. Alright, so another thing is your power distribution.
Thank you. And please
Which is this triangle right here. So you can move it manually. Oh, am I spinning out of control? Aim towards the stun and hit it. I can move it manually, or F5, 6, 7, and 8 all play a part in that triangle. So your F5 is going to be your weapons, F6 engines, F7 shields, and F8 will reset it all back to the middle. So I want to port power to the engines so my boosters recharge. Sure thing, buddy. Thanks for the friend request, buddy. I'm gonna activate B for our quantum drive.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
So, I'm gonna take a little risky maneuver. It's not really hounded these days like it used to be, but we got a little bit of cash in the bank. We can take a few risks. Little trick, you got all this clutter on your screen here. As you hit B, it all goes away. But you're like, oh shit, well, I don't know where I'm flying to. Just hit a reset on your jump point. So that's all I want to see now. It's gonna be that. That's really the clutter. You don't want to fly in third person the whole time, because somebody might be tracking you, shoot a couple of missiles your way. And I recommend setting a keybind on your mouse if you got the space for the buttons, for the chafes, for the the flares and whatnot. Because reaching over your keyboard to hit H was a pain in the ass for me. All these ships look like they're manned. Kind of concerning, but just make this quick in and out. Now, I do recommend that you plot a course before you're ready for it, so you can just hop in and go. We're gonna leave our jump drive up and put our landing gear back down. Alright, we're looking for the building with the little flagpole kind of thing looking on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's the building directly diagonally left to me. And all those buildings are going to be the same. They're going to have this little signpost on the front of it to let you know, hey, this is where you buy goods. I always kind of struggled with that at the beginning. I was like, what building is it? And I would just run into every building. But kind of a loot goblin, so I do that anyway sometimes. Checking to see what little gear boxes they have in there. There's just nothing wrong with that. Which I think I probably visited this place recently. And look at that. You get all this little weird shit from the boxes. It's good to pick up drinks and stuff on the way. It'd be nice to have like flight suits in case you forget them, because I can't tell you how many times I left the station, didn't put on a sperm suit, get to where I'm going, come to find out I need oxygen to breathe, and they ain't got none. Those right there, we'll talk about this real quick while we're here. So you can spawn ships in at this location. That's a heavy hitter right there. That's just what this. Hopefully nobody's stalking me. So you can call small ships. Here's one of those loot boxes I was talking about. Boom, boom. All that clutter. The red and black ones have like gear in them, so you'll get find weapons or armor or helmets or whatever.
Welcome
So those two
to the
pads
ASOP
right there.
vehicle retrieval system.
You can call ships and vehicles. I recommend getting a Pisces. I strongly recommend the rescue Pisces because it comes with a med bed. But if you don't have the money for it, just get a Pisces, and they're relatively cheap. They're under like $1 million. So if you get to that point, get one because let's say I landed here, something bad happened, a ship blew up, somebody ran into me, I'm stuck here now. I can call.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle
I can
retrieval
call this
system.
ship in and take off from here. This is a mining vehicle. You do a little surface mining. You can rent those with the Cutlass. They're pretty cheap. Pretty cheap. It's like $5 grand. All this other stuff is just fun to play with stuff. So yeah, call them out there on those pads.
Bye.
Have fun. Again, Pisces. Remember the name. Very useful ship. Cheap. It's a good starter ship too. Good start. I'd recommend it. I think the Pisces R is the rescue, and the Pisces regular one comes with like 2 seats, so you can still use it to transport people around. Like if somebody needs a ride somewhere, they can pay you to transport them to another station or whatever, another location. So that's a gameplay loop. Be a taxi cab driver, Uber, maybe bring some food, Uber Eats. You've seen one of these back at Forsen. Same thing, drop off, pick up. Pretty easy. You'll click this button. I heard gunshots. I could have sworn I heard gunshots. Oh well. Wait, you get a box, and then you'll put the box in there. Complete the loot mission. It's pretty easy. They come a long way in those box missions actually. Used to never work. So gold. Alright, what does quartz sell for at fucking Area 18? Because I hate not filling up my cargo. Like I like to have a full load everywhere I go. Area 18, yeah, it sells the best. So we'll just fill the rest up on quartz. Well, what is it selling for here? Or buying for? 307. It's still 100. It's still 100 plus per SCU more. So whatever. We're already going there. Like to have a full ship, you know. But we're gonna make our money on the gold. Not much money, to be honest. Like I said, the real deal is the Pickers Field on Hurston. Alright, whenever you're coming back to your ship, you're going to be able to look out for little sneaky little rats that want to run up on your ship. Shut the door right behind you. From here on out, it's all business. You get in there and you get going. You don't fuck around, you don't sightsee. We're in armistice, so we're kind of protected, but we still could get rammed, or, you know, yada yada yada, whatever the pirating meta play is. Alright, we got a red indicator on my radar to my right, which looks like a Cutlass. Looks like an NPC, so I think we'll be fine.
Launch complete.
while you're quantuming, don't forget to enjoy the view, the peacefulness. Take this opportunity to take a bathroom break or something like that, get you a cup of water, but you don't want to just go AFK because you're still full of cargo. You still can be intercepted and dropped out of quantum and pirated. You can walk around your ship, get a drink of water for your NPC, but in the past, the game has been known to kick you out of the ship mid-quantum, and your ship keeps going and you're stuck in space, which can cause problems for your cargo run. Hey, how you doing, guys? If you made it to the end of this video, I would like to ask you a favor. I need feedback. I would like you to comment, tell me what I'm doing right, tell me what I'm doing wrong. If you can, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share the video. I hope to see you next time. Thank you.